Hello guys, today we are talking about game Lost Judgment. It is the sequel to Judgment and another spin-off from the Yakuza games. While investigating accusation of student bullying at a high school, player character Takayuki Yagami is asked to look into a murder case, which might also have links to the school. Lost Judgment mostly takes place in the Legend Show area of Yokohama, which was the setting for the Like a Dragon game starring Chiban Kasuga, but you'll get to spend some time back in Kamurocho as well. Like the previous game, the third-person melee combat is played in real time. There are now 4 different fighting styles: Tiger, Crane, Snake and Boxer, which are intended to be used in different situations, but honestly I just stuck with Snake for most of the game while playing on the hard difficulty. It feels kinda similar to the Arkham games, where pressing block at the correct time leaves enemies vulnerable to a counterattack. There's also a very useful move where you can grab enemies who are wielding weapons to disarm them, and some special moves can be triggered on enemies who are scared of you, which causes Yagami to punch or kick the air beside their head to make them faint in terror, which looks really fun. Main story, which focuses on bullying and flaws in the legal system, is well written, fully voiced, and voice acting is excellent. Yagami continues to be a very likable protagonist, while his allies, who returned from the first game, are also interesting characters. In addition to the main story, there are lots of sub-stories featuring PL cases and wacky situations, some of which involve hour-long investigation or have multiple parts. Many of the entertainment mini-games seen previously in the Yakuza series are included again, such as golf, baseball, darts, VR dice game, House of the Dead style shooter, and various Sega arcade games. Plus, there is a new Geometry Wars style twin-stick shooter, and Yagami has a Master System console in his office in Kamurocho, where you can play 10+ old games. I didn't have any problems with bugs, crashes or frame gate, and the controls work well most of the time on my Xbox 360 gamepad. Lost Judgment also features a lot of content related to a secondary investigation, where Yagami is asked to join 10 different clubs that all have a connection to school students and a criminal mastermind called the Professor. These clubs all have their own lengthy storylines and contain unique minigames. The secondary storyline is significantly longer than the main story, but this isn't necessarily a good thing. Most clubs take around 4 or 5 hours each to complete, which eventually made the game feel bloated, while also hurting the flow of the main story. In total, it took me 83 hours to finish the game, and I haven't started the Kaito Files DLC yet. For example, to complete the Boxing Club storyline, you need to defeat more than 20 opponents. To complete the Motorcycle Club storyline, you need to win 16 races. The dance, robotics, and skateboard clubs require you to do multiple practice matches before each round of their tournaments. In robotics, you can customize your robots with various parts, and you'll probably need to grind a few more practice matches to earn crafting components. It's really excessive and feels repetitive. Some of the mini-games are quite easy. Dance is the rhythm game similar to Yarukas in Yakuza 5. In skateboarding, you have to ride around a skate park and perform tricks to earn points. In esports, you'll play the Sega Arcade's version of Virtua Fighter 5 Showdown. Boxing, more challenging, but thankfully I did win every fight in my first attempt, is like a 3D Street Fighter. However, the robotics and motorcycle clubs both have poorly designed control schemes and feature difficult opponents. Robotics is a 3v3 battle where you have to collect and place Tetris blocks to capture territory on a grid, and motorcycle involves death races where you have to knock several other riders off their bikes while they attack you with motor walls, baseball bats, etc., and then race a boss to the finish line. Anytime I lost a match more than once, I quickly started to feel frustrated, knowing that I was still quite far from completing the game. Meanwhile, these school club storylines feature a lot of dialogue related to unnecessary subplots. Every club has multiple members. There is usually a rival club which also has multiple members. Every one of these characters has a tragic backstory, or an issue with a family member, or a romantic interest, or an internal club conflict. And in between every round of the minigames, yet another of these dozens of minor characters wants to spend several minutes discussing their feelings with you. I value story more than many gamers, but even for me, these storylines started to lose my interest because of how much they dragged on with pointless conversations that didn't connect in any way to my actual investigation of the professor. Lost Judgment does have some good moments, and I still recommend playing it if you're a fan of the series, but if I had to rank all the Yakuza's and Judgment games, I'd put Lost Judgment near the bottom of the list. While the combat is fun and the variety of different activities is interesting for a while, the number of times you need to play and win each minigame eventually feels repetitive and grindy, while the number of hours it takes to do so has a negative impact on the pacing of the main story, which is usually a key strength of this franchise. So guys, this is the end of our little review. Thank you for being active, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you the next one. Bye.